What's up guys, and welcome to this week's MurfsWorld. Miss me? Apologies firstly for the delay since my last video. Obviously up till then it was every single week I was telling you what's good on Netflix, Amazon and Sky. But unfortunately during this pandemic I had to move house. Whilst we were moving, obviously all my studio got sort of taken down, packed up. So I finally managed to get it all set up, sort of temporary anyway, until it sort of found a new proper home. And I thought, you know what, while I'm doing it, why not move the day to Friday? Since we're doing it every Thursday, I thought Friday's a bit of a better day. So you guys can log in every Friday, get a weekend buzz, and then you know what's good to watch over the weekends. Thank you everybody who's been messaging me asking where the MurfsWorld is. Thanks for staying with me guys, and thank you for all the new subscribers. So thank you very much guys, hope you enjoy the content. And I have been watching some brilliant things over the past month, so this episode hopefully you'll find something very useful to watch. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification tabs. Every Friday you'll get a notification as soon as new videos are uploaded. And don't forget to share and tell your friends. We also have a Facebook group, so look for MurfsWorld on Facebook. Sometimes we do quizzes there as well. So without further ado, let's see what I've been watching this week. White Lines on Netflix. White Lines is a new Netflix original series, 10 parts, around 45 minutes per episode. And this one I have very mixed views on. The story follows a lady from Manchester who's married with a kid. She's flown over to Ibiza because they found a body. Her brother went missing 20 years ago and they suspect it is him. It was found on the land of a very rich sort of businessman in Ibiza. And then she decides to stay out there, you know, not go back home, because obviously she's been wondering for years what happened to her brother. So she wants to investigate, you know, has he been murdered? What's happened to him basically. If you like Ibiza and you like the music as I do, this is great. I personally found this brilliant for lockdown time because you see all the beaches, you've got the great tunes, you know, the party atmosphere. It's just very relaxed and really cool. That's one side of it. Daniel May's in it and he's brilliant as well. His character is great. The main character just doesn't fit in with it. She's the most annoying character I've ever seen in any series I've ever watched. Any series that I've actually bothered to finish, she's definitely the most annoying, because obviously a lot of series I would have given up on because of her. You'll see what I mean. Watch it through, see what you think, write a comment if you've seen it. You'll totally agree. Half of this is brilliant. It's kind of a modern day Netflix, you know, great almost, you know, great tunes, great camera work. Some of the story's really good. Comedy's great. The other half of it is like a terrible soap opera. I think it was El Dorado or something like that got cancelled. Some of this is like watching scenes from El Dorado. Channel 5 fodder. It really is that bad. But for some reason I couldn't stop watching it. It was addictive. Honestly, it might just be because I like the Ibiza side of it. It could just be because of lockdown and maybe I'm starting to go a bit loco. But overall, it was actually, I would recommend it, even though I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10, because half it is really good and half it is really bad. But it works. I don't know why it works. But overall, I would say it's worth a watch, especially during lockdown, because it just gives you a nice fuzzy feeling. Let me know what you guys think on this one. I may be way off here, but that's just my view on it. I'd love to know what you guys think. Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich on Netflix. This documentary is a little bit harrowing, but I did manage to watch it. It's 4 episodes long. It follows victims and survivors of Jeffrey Epstein, who was a multi-millionaire pedophile. Now, I didn't know a lot about this. All I saw was in the newspaper, a lot of talk about Prince Andrew of the UK, who was kind of linked in with this because he was really good friends with this Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I kind of followed that in the news and I sort of thought, oh, you know, I was listening to the papers thinking, oh, they're telling me this, or you know, it's probably true. And the way they kind of mislabeled the victims, you know, calling them prostitutes, things like that. And this gives you an in-depth insight into the whole tale. And I tell you what, it is shocking. And things like the Tiger King trending worldwide, everyone's going mental about it. Hope everyone watches this, because these poor girls, countless numbers of what happened to them is just appalling. And there are people out there who haven't been brought to justice, and they need to, because they're rich and they have wealthy friends, maybe also involved in this kind of dirty, despicable act. So make sure you watch this and make sure you chat about this. Make sure you share it on social media. Make sure you get the word out there, because these people need to be brought to justice. I don't want to give anything away, and I won't say any more about names, anything like that. Just watch this documentary. It was just mind-blowing, sort of the level of corruption and, you know, allowance of this pedophile to sort of act how he wanted because he had money, and his rich friends who were also flying to the island, you know, and whatnot. There's lots to it. I don't want to go too much in detail. It's really sad, and the poor girls in this, you know, you feel nothing but heartfelt for them. You know, the things they've had to go through is just appalling, and, you know, my heart goes out to them. As a documentary, it's excellent, really well put together. Probably give it about 7.5 out of 10 as a documentary, but the subject matter is so important that I'd recommend everybody to watch this. I think it's actually amazing. I cannot believe that this has gone on on and how long for, and the people still haven't been brought to justice. There needs to be a change. Something needs to happen. So check that one out, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure your comments are not liable. I don't want to get sued. Upload on Amazon Prime Video. Thank you very much to my pal Roman for recommending this one. He said a lot of great things about it, so I thought I'd give it a go. 10 parts. It's a Amazon original and it is really, really enjoyable. Really, really well put together. The story is set in the future and technology is obviously taking over lives almost like it is now, but kind of in a more futuristic way. Really, really clever how they did it actually. It makes Back to the Future 2 look so outdated. The story follows a guy in the future and he's basically had an accident. So when people die in the future, if you catch somebody just before they die, you can upload their conscience into like a kind of virtual world, almost like a Facebook kind of virtual world or like The Sims or something like that. So they upload you and then like do all this. That upload you and all your memories, thoughts, things like that. Got an angel, as they call them, who kind of from the outside, who's still alive, and they watch you in the digital world, and you know they're there for like help, assistance. So imagine like if you're shopping online at a retail store online and you hit that little help button and you get, you know, somebody to chat with. It's like that, but a real person sort of comes through, even though you're dead as such. It's really, really fascinating. It's so clever the way that they've used technology to sort of weigh things up. So like they've got kind of a futuristic version of Tinder, like in the real world. You'll see all these things. Don't want to spoil anything too much. Overall, a really, really enjoyable show. I was kind of gutted when it finished actually. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. It's a very heartfelt, quite funny. There's obviously a bit of mystery as well. You know, there's a bit of a dark side to it also, but predominantly I'd say it's like a comedy. If you like something like The Good Place, I'd say it's like that, but better. And I like The Good Place. So check that one out, guys. Thank you very much again, Roman, for recommending that one. I really enjoyed it. Really worth the watch, and I can't wait for season 2 if they do one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's all we've got time for this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you found something useful to watch this week. Don't forget to tell your friends as well, because they may be stuck in isolation, you know, bored, running out of things to watch, as many people have been after you've been binge watching. Spread the word about MurfsWorld. Glad to be back. And don't forget, it's next Friday, so hit notifications if you haven't already, and you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new video, which is going to be every Friday going forward. If you wouldn't mind leaving a little comment in answer to my question this week, and it is, which film were you most looking forward to seeing in the cinema, which is either going to on demand or being postponed indefinitely? Please leave a comment below, and I cannot wait to see you guys next Friday. It's good to be back. Oh, I feel it in my bones, feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Ah, wet, wet, wet. Yes, I am. On that note, I'll see you guys next Friday.